Hello, welcome to Pilates Matwork, and today we're going to be having some fun with the ring. So you will want that. And if you like some lumbar support when we're doing things like roll-ups and roll-downs, or even just some pelvic support when we're doing series of 5 and those kinds of exercises, you can bring in some lumbar support for you. And always, you can bring in some water. So we'll start standing. And as you come standing, think about hip width apart here. So hips, knees, and toes are going to track here in this nice parallel alignment. Remember, hip width apart is where your hip bones are. It's not about how wide you think you are. It's where your bones are. And then we want to zip up through that center line. So envision that you're zipping up a tight pair of jeans that you just got from the dryer, from the pubic bone all the way up to the navel. And then you can just relax the shoulders down. Good. And then just take a few breaths here. As you inhale through the nose, can you expand the rib cage? And then as you exhale, really letting that belly deflate. So inhale. And then that pursing of the lips gives you a little bit more engagement here. We'll do that one more time. Big inhale, arms up. Let's get a nice side bend towards the left. So I'm really pressing through this right side. I want this top arm to be a little bit longer. Also notice if you have this habit of kind of coming forward here, can you open that up? Notice how I'm not doing this with the hips. They're staying right over the ankle. Good. Breathe and expand. And then coming up, and we'll take that to the other side. Going over and just reach. Breathing and expanding. Shoulders and hips are in that alignment. Really reaching. And then coming here. From here, we'll just go into some rotation. And you can do this rotation the way I am. I'm letting my knees bend. I'm letting my hips come back. That will be a little bit easier. If you want a little bit more challenge, keep the hips still and just keep it in the torso. Also notice how your rotation changes if you keep your head centered, no matter what way you're doing it, versus moving the head with the body. Okay, they're just things to kind of notice and play with. And then from here, good. We'll just kind of roll the shoulders back. Let's go into some neck stretches. Taking the chin to the chest, keeping the shoulders down and back. Knees are still soft here. And then from here, we'll come up. Let's take the left ear to the left shoulder. And as you do that, take the right shoulder down and back. Breathing. And then coming back center, right ear, right shoulder, taking the left shoulder down and back. Just notice how you make different little movements here, how you can really change the stretch. And then coming center. And then from here, take whatever would feel good to you right now. So some people that might be left and right, it might be a semicircle or full circle, might be some shoulder rolls. Just kind of take whatever would feel good. And then let's take this into a body wave. So I'm going to round and open. From a side view, it looks like this. Round and open and round and open. And move the way that you need to move. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Good. Let's come here. Nice little squat. Hands can be on the thighs. So we're going to take this into some cat-cow. Good. So inhale, chest forward, pelvis tilts back. There's your cow. Exhale, round into your cat. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale, pressing through the feet, coming all the way up. Let's continue the warm-up with some Pilates push-ups. So I'm going to come here. We're going to do this 4 times, so be mindful as to where it is you need to be. So if you've got a back issue or something like that going on, you're going to be hip width apart. You're also not going to roll down. You're going to let the knees kind of bend and take you down to that plank and come back up. But if you're okay in the back, you can do hip width apart. You can take the feet and the legs closer together, or you can be in your V position. Okay, so honor your body where it is. We're going to zip up. These first 2, we're just going to kind of do a ragdoll version, nodding the chin, scooping in that belly. Arms are going to dangle and do what they do. It's better to bend the knees than to let the hips shift back behind the ankles. And then once you're ready, good. We'll walk that out. Knees can come down or stay lifted. Elbows turn forward. Half tricep push up, push up. Knees can bend or hinge from the hip, stopping over the ankle and coming all the way up. And we'll do that again, just like that. Big inhale, exhale, nodding the chin. Good. Rolling that down, walking it out. Good. Find your plank, knees lifted or grounded. Make sure elbows are forward. Half push up, push, walk it back. You can even walk it up if you want to here. Good. So now we're going to do it kind of like a diving over the beach ball. So our arms are going to come up by the ears. Arms are going to stay by the ears the whole time. Zipping up nice and tight. Good. Diving over that beach ball. So you can scoop in that belly. Good. And as you come down here, good. We'll walk that out. Good. Again, find your plank where you need to find, or find your plank and the push-ups where you need to find it. Walking it back. Good. Coming up. And maybe we'll just do a little opening here, just open that chest a little bit, and we will do that one more time. And we're going to stay down this time. Yes, we'll stay down this time. Round, round, round. Taking it down. Good. Walking it out. Good. From here, find that half push-up, and then lower the knees. Take a little child's pose here. Good. Reach, reach, reach. Good. Now, I want us to be just a little bit looser before we start doing the ring work. So from here, take the knees a little bit wider. They don't have to be as wide as the mat, but they could be. From your child's pose, just come over to the right, walking right fingertips forward, lifting the hips slightly, press into the left hand, sink towards the right here. Just breathing. Just really getting into that shoulder blade, that armpit area, even into the side body. Sometimes I even feel this onto the top of the hip. And then from here, we'll come up, come back to center. Good, we'll reset. And we'll take this over to the other side. So walking the left fingertips forward, lifting the hips slightly, pressing into the right hand, sinking towards the left. Breathe and expand. And then when it's ready, we'll come up, come back to center. Good. From here, good. We're going to find your plank, find your plank. Good. And then we're going to walk it back up. Coming up, and that opener. Good. So roll all of this out. We're going to grab the ring now. We're going to do some standing work with this one. So we're going to do some standing squats here first. So we're going to start by taking the feet on the inside. And I'm going to take this ring right up above the ankle. So I'm right kind of in the middle of the shin here. Good. So zipping up nice and tight. Good. I'm just going to press up and lower and press and lower. So I do have some pressure into the ring, but I'm doing that from the hips. I'm not doing that from the knees. So I feel this all the way on the outside of the legs here. Good. And you can always hold on to something if your balance is not the best today. Good. Now from here, heels are down. Find a squat and press and squat and press. I'm still pressing through the outer edges or inner edges rather. Woo. I feel it on the outside. And one more time. I'm really feeling that in the rear end. Good. Now from here, we're going to take it on the inside. So this is going to get a little bit more inner thigh, a little bit more core connection here. And I'm going to be turned out. So I'm in an external rotation. So I'm pressing into the ring. I'm using my hips to press in. And from here, good, we'll lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower. Good. And we'll press. Good. So this will come together a little bit, sliding a little bit here. When you lift, it'll be wider when you squat. Good. So hopefully everybody feels that in the rear end, maybe just a little bit more through the inner thigh. And then once you're ready, good, we'll come up. Good, grab that ring. From here, we're gonna take this into a chest press, which is gonna be right here in the long arm, kind of a combination. So we're gonna be going back and forth here. When you take your arms long, give your elbows just a little bit of a yield here. So they've got a little bit of a bend, so we don't wanna be like this. We wanna be a little bit soft. So from here, soft knees, good posture, sitting up nice, or standing up nice and tall, zipping up, and here we go. We're gonna go 1 and out forward. Good. And in for 2. And reach. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. From here, once you're ready, we're going to take this down to the floor. Take this down to the floor. So I am just going to put that to the side. Let's take it through a roll down. So any roll down of your choosing will get you there. I like this beach ball one a lot here lately. Come out and walk that down and come down to the knees. Good. Coming down onto my back here. Good. And just, again, adjust any clothing here. Maybe pulling up some pants or what have you, pulling down the shirt. Good. And just rocking side to side. So you still want to keep that nice center line engagement. And then once you're ready, we'll come back to center and we're just going to do some pelvic rocking. So zipping up nice and tight, rolling the shoulders back. Good. I'm just going to take it forward and tilt it back. And forward and back. Now, how far you go from one direction to the other depends on your own body. So pain is never normal. So if you're going forward, like this one, and that bothers your back, don't go forward as much. If you're coming back and it bothers you, don't come back as much. Find your happy medium. Let the head and neck rock with you and do what they naturally do. Good. And then once ready, have your ring close by. We're going to take this into some bridging. So rolling the shoulders back, rocking it back, peeling up. Good. I'm pressing into not just the feet, but the arms and the shoulders as well. And I'm lifting up through that chest. And I'm rolling that down. Good. One more time, then we'll add the ring. Rocking it back, peeling it up, bone by bone, pressing into the arms and the shoulders, and taking that down. Good. From here, we're going to grab the ring. Good. So from here, I've got my arms. Good. And I'm going to kind of press, and I'm going to do these little pulses as I go down here and little pulses as I come up as we bridge. So we'll come here. Good. So as we bridge, if you can take it back, you can. If not, no worries. And then I'm going to pulse as I come down. And again. And good. From here, let's take that ring between the legs. So again, make sure you're not on a joint. Good. And then from here, pull that a little bit, rolling the shoulders back. Good. Pressing up. And then from here, good. Little squeezes into that ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll it down. Good. Bringing it in, legs on the inside. Good. Right up, kind of same spot. They're just on the outside now. Good. Feet down. Once you're ready, good. We'll roll that back up, pressing through the legs. And here we go. The outside. Go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And roll that down. Bring the knees in, release the ring. Good. From here, We're going to take this right into some hundreds, right into some hundreds. So for this one, good. I'm going to hundreds with my legs on the outside of the ring. You can certainly do it inside the ring if you don't want the ring at all. You're welcome to do that as well. Another way, if you really, really want upper body work in here, if you're going to come into this version, you can always hold here and press. If you want this to be your version of your hundreds versus going like that. So find it the way that you want to find it. You can also lose it entirely. Good. You can also use the ring here at tabletop if you're doing that. So from here, once you're ready, zipping up, big inhale, exhale, find your hundreds position. And then when you're ready, good. And we inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift up higher. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, reach deeper. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, hold. Woo. Lift a little higher, reach a little deeper, and take that down. Good. Rock, 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 side to side. All right. So I'm going to roll over to the side here. And because we are doing some roll downs, I'm just going to leave my clip out. But I'm going to bring my lumbar support in here. Okay. So different things for different people. Legs can be bent or long. Good. And you can kind of press into this ring. You can take a flat back here if that's what you need to come back and forward. You're still working the core. Same thing if you're just going to your point of control and coming back up. For those of you that are working with me, you're going to go all the way down and come all the way up. Good. We will take the arms over the head. So from here, I'm going to reach. I'm going to tuck the tail. I'm going to scoop. Coming down and coming back. No whipping here. Inhale, exhale. Maybe you want to come forward, maybe not. And then we'll stack. And again, tucking, relaxing the shoulders here. Inhale, exhale. Move forward. Good. Make any little adjustments with your padding if you're using that. Sometimes it moves. Good. Two more times. Two more times. Inhale. Up. Good. Last time, I'm just going to roll right into it. Right into it. Oh. Down. Inhale. Exhale. The more you do, the harder they are. Good. And come back up. And then last time, we will roll down. And we'll stay there. Keep your ring. Good. I'm going to move my lumbar support. Feel free to keep it if you like it. We're going to take this into some stretches. So we'll start on the left side. So I'm going to take my left ball of the foot here, right into where that pad is with my ring. Your other leg can be bent or long. It just depends on how your back feels. Find a grip that's appropriate for you. Good. And just give it a little tug in. I'm keeping a micro bend in this knee. Be mindful, pain, numbness, tingling, burning, never a normal sensation. Always back off if you have that. You can find more of a stretch if you let the heel come more towards the ceiling. You'll find less of one if you push the toes more towards the ceiling. And as you become a little bit more flexible, maybe you can get the forearms in here. So it just kind of depends on you. This is something that I do a lot, but I cannot do every day. You just have to kind of accept where you are in the moment, accept where your body is in the moment. And then from here, we'll gently release. Good. From here, I'm going to change my grip a little bit. Both hips, both shoulders stay grounded. This right leg is, or this is the left leg. We're going to take the left leg out to the left. Feel free to kind of wiggle around, finding your best spot. Not everybody's best spot is directly out to the left. And again, you can always stick a forearm under there depending on where you are. If that causes the opposite hip to lift up, then we're not ready for that one. Good. So you want both right shoulder and hip to be on the floor here. And then when we're ready, good, we'll gently release. Good. Come out of there the way you need to come out of there. Right hand's going to grab that ring. Good. Arc over, wiggle around, find your best spot. You can even, kind of move the ankle around here still. A great, great stretch. Okay, so I'm going to release this ring here. Take my left leg up. So we're going to take this into circle. So I'm going to allow you to do whatever circle that's best for you based on where you are. So the larger the circle, the more core control you must have right here, because the hips, we don't want them to rock around uncontrollably. The smaller the circle, the more control you'll have, but it might be a little bit less in the core. So be mindful. Good. And then from here, rolling my shoulders back here, good base of support, zipping up. Good. Take yours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And reverse directions now. 8, 7. Watch for this popping around that happens here sometimes. Good. Here's 5 and 8. Good. From here, you can kind of bring that in here. You can pat something out. We're going to take that to the other side. Right foot comes in. Left leg comes long. Good. Find the grip that's appropriate for you for hamstring stretch on the right side. Keeping that little micro bend here. I wasn't able to do this yesterday. We'll see if I can do forearms here today. Oh, looks like I can. Breathing. Good, big breaths. And then once you're ready, good. Change your grip. Good. We're going to take the hands over. We're going to go to the right. Good. Taking it to the right. Good. Maybe a forearm comes under there, maybe it doesn't. You'll just kind of find your best spot. And where you do you. So that doesn't mean that you'll look like me. Big, big breaths. Breathing. Good. And we'll come back up. Good. And then from here, good, we'll arc over. Good. And wiggle around. Ooh, my tighter side today. I'm not sure about you. I so love the stretch series. It's great to do when you get up in the morning. It's great to do before you go to bed at night. Just all around great. We'll come back up. Good. Remove that ring. Good. So here's the circle. So zip up and in. You choose large or small. We're going to do 8 in both directions. Watch for the popping here. We don't want that. Shorten range of motion. Good. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring it in. Good. Get a full little body stretch here. And when you're ready, we're going to do the series of 5. We're going to use the ring on all of these today. So we're going to start with a single leg stretch. Good. So your legs, you can be in the C curve if you want to. Your legs are going to do this number. Okay. And while you're doing that, you're going to press into the ring and come here. Okay. So whenever you're ready, good. We've got the ring, knees on tabletop. Big inhale, exhale, find your C curve. Good, and here we go. Inhale, exhale, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And bring that down. So scissors, legs are going to be like this, okay? But hips are going to stay grounded. We're going to get into oblique. So as you come here, it'll go like that, okay? It'll be just like that. So whenever you're ready, good, big inhale, exhale, find your C curve, good. This happens to be my left side here, good, and switch. 2, 3, 4, maybe press into the ring, woo, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And bring that down. All right. So from here, we'll add some legs into this. Give the arms a little bit of a break. Take the legs on the inside of the ring. Inside of the ring. This is for your double leg stretch. So exhale, I'm going to come up. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. You can stay on the outside if you want that, or you can come into the inside if you would like to do that for double straight leg stretch. I'm going to take this into an external rotation as well. Upper body can be grounded or lifted here. Good. I'm going to lift up. Inhale. Exhale. Watch that pelvis. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. And take it. Good. And take a little break here. So going into crisscross. Knees are going to do the same thing that they did in single leg stretch, but now we're rotating. So it's kind of another version of what we did with the scissor leg. So from here, big inhale, exhale, come up. Good. So you want the knee to be in on the side that you go to, and switch. And 2, and 3, and 4. Press into the ring if you can. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And take that down. Woo! That was a lot. Set this ring down. Wiggle, 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 side to side. Let's take this into side series, side series. I'm going to roll over onto my left side. Good. Okay. So from here, I'm going to take my bottom leg, that's going to be my left leg, into the ring. And you want to make sure that you're not on the ankle here. You don't want to be on the ankle here. And we're going to start with the other leg being on top. Again, watch the ankle. So kind of stack here if you can. That's going to be more challenging. You can also do this at a 45-degree angle. Shoulders and hips will stay in alignment, but your legs will be a little bit more forward. So be mindful that that is an option for you if you want it. Same thing, you can be up onto the forearm. You want to be lifted in the shoulder, lifted in the torso, or you can be down here. You can also be here. So find what you need. Hips, knees, toes. You're going to face forward. Good. From this top hip, you're going to press. We're going to press for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, zip up and in, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, take that leg on the inside. So now we're going to press out. Again, we're from the hip. Hips, knees, and toes are tracking forward. And here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bananas come to a hover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe we can go to 7. Maybe we can go to 8. Woo, that was challenging after that 6th one. From here, take that leg back in here. We're going to heel and toe. So we're moving from the hip joint, the joint, not the pelvis in here. So maybe have a hand here. Good. So from here, here's your external rotation, heel forward. I'm going to rotate that hip, toe's going to come back. That's your internal rotation. And here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Woo. Yeah, take that leg in, tap that out. Come onto your belly, grab your ring, take your ring with you. So from here, just take a little wiggle, wiggle. Good. I'm going to reach this ring forward, and I'm going to take my hands on the top here. Now, I don't want to start from the press. So I want to be able to be zipped up and lift up enough where I've got that nice circle there. Good. And then from that lift, belly button is in. Good. We're going to press 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold, hold, hold. Little presses if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And take that. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You can press back into a child's pose if you need that. Otherwise, we're going to take this into swimming. So I'm going to reach this ring forward. Good. And I'm going to come up here. Good. And as I start to swim, I'm going to pulse into the ring. Now, if this is too much like, patting the head and rubbing the belly at the same time, take the pulse out and just hold it like a kickboard. And then just use your glutes here to find your swimming. Good. And we'll take that down, press back, child's pose. Once ready, we're going to take side here to the other side. Now my hair is all over the place, but I just don't want to take the time to put that clip back in there. So from here, good, you're on the other side. Good. Set yourself up, make sure you're not on your ankle. And again, do you want to do it in parallel or do you want to do it from the 45-degree angle? So 45 degrees, shoulders and hips will still be in that same alignment. Your legs are just going to come forward a little bit. So try to do it the same way that you did it on the other side so that you are able to train evenly. Good. So hip, knees, and toes are tracking forward here. I'm zipped up and in from the hip, always from the hip, never from the knee. And we're going to press 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We'll take it on the inside. So we're going to press up. Again, we're from the hip, not from the knee. Big inhale. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whenever you're ready, find your bananas. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So coming back on top, here's that heel toe. Remember, we're moving just from the hip socket, not the pelvis with it. So really zip up with that core control. Good. Inhale, exhale, and 2, and 3, and external, and internal, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Good. Just kind of bring all of that in. You pat something out. We're going to come to a seat here. So coming to a seat. Good. And I'm just going to put the ring to the side here. Good. So from here, we're just going to do a spine stretch side, zipping up nice and tall, arms up to the side. Take it over to the right and just reach, reach, reach. The left hip is on the floor. You can take this as deep as you're able to take it in good form. And coming back up. We're just using these as a nice little stretch break. and a nice little reset. And then coming back up, I'm going to bring in my ring here. Going into spine stretch forward, spine stretch forward. So I'm going to peel off an imaginary wall here. I'm going to reach forward. I'm going to reach it this way. Good. So I'm just going to kind of press in here. Inhale, exhale. Good. And feel that articulation or a flat back if you need that. And then from the tailbone, stacking bone by bone, coming all the way up. All right. Let's get a little bit into some triceps here. This is also going to give us a nice stretch in the hip flexor as well. So if you need some extra cushion for your knee, you can bring it in here. And I actually will use my lumbar pad for this one. So I'm going to take my left knee on there. Good. My right foot's going to come forward. Good. I'm just going to kind of come into a lunge. And you don't have to come too deep here. You just want enough to where you feel that stretch on that side and your knee is over behind this ankle. With the ring, I'm going to take it behind. My hands on the outside. Good. I'm going to press down, rolling the shoulders back. And this is a work in progress for most people. This is really hard. But if you're able to press into the ring and it may not feel like you're squeezing the rings together, that's okay. If you're feeling it in your triceps, then you're doing it right. So we'll take 8 presses here while we stretch that hip flexor, and we'll go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Reach back, roll back, and stretch. Good. If you want to come in a little bit deeper here for a moment, you can. And then we'll come out of there. We'll go to the other side. So I'm just going to move this pad over for my right knee. Good. Left foot is going to come forward. Good. Just kind of find that little stretch. We're still zipped up here. Good. We'll find our ring. Good. Second set of triceps here again. This is really, it's harder than it looks, but do the best you can do. So here we go. There's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach back, roll back. Good. You can come in a little bit deeper here. And when I'm coming into this one, I'm actually pulling on the outside of the ring, like I'm trying to pull it apart. And then coming out of there. All right, let's take this into some push-ups. So we're gonna go to 4, 6, or 8 of these. And I'm gonna show you and demonstrate a way to do the push-up with a ring. If you're not comfortable with that or don't have a ring or what have you, you can just do a regular push-up. It's all good. Knees can be lifted or grounded. But I'm going to take this ring here, this handle, right along the sternum. Make sure that you're not too far down here. We don't want to we don't want to get into the xiphoid process. So you want it on the sternum. Good. So then we'll come here, and you might have to kind of move it around slightly to find your best spot. Okay. So you can do this with knees down. We're going to turn everything kind of inward a little bit. Elbows are going to come out to the side, and you can come that way, or you can come up high. So you choose 4, 6, or 8. And then once you're ready, good, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And take that down, remove that ring, and release. So if you use the ring, you might feel like you got a little bit of a lift as you came up. Shoulders don't have to work as hard. Or might even be a little bit better. And then from here, we're going to take this into a plank. We are actually done with the ring for right now. So find a plank. Knees can be down. They can be lifted. Just a basic plank. Pressing through the heels if you're lifted. Lengthening through the torso no matter where you're at. Belly button is in nice and tight. Nice and tight. Breathing. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, I'm going to shift back into a downward facing dog, getting a nice stretch, maybe even walking the dog here. Good. Now the hips worked hard today. We're going to stretch them out. So I'm going to take my right leg up. Good. And I'm going to come into a pigeon. If a belly down pigeon is not for you, come onto your back and do a figure 4. You'll cross the right ankle over the left knee for that. Good. And from here, you can stay up. You can come down. Make sure your hips are squared off and you're really reaching through that back leg if you're doing the belly down pigeon. That feels lovely. Lovely. And then once you're ready, good. We'll come out of there. If you're on your back on a figure 4, just switch sides. Those of you that went to the traditional pigeon, carefully come back to your down dog. And then we'll switch that out. So it's going to be the left knee now that comes forward. Just squaring off those hips, reaching that right leg back. And then you can take it where you can take it. And then once you're ready, based on where you went, carefully come out of there. Make your way to standing if you're on your back. Those of you that went back to the downward facing dog, good. You can let the knees bend a little bit here. Walk your hands back towards the feet. Good. Get into the feet. Press yourself up. Reach, reach, reach. Get that little back bend here. Good. And then from here, we will stretch this out. So I'm going to take my right arm across. Left arm's going to come underneath. Find the angle. Find the stretch that works best for you on this side. Because not everybody's might be straight across. Some people are up, some people are down a little bit. Gonna find yours. And then from here, we'll release, take that arm out to the side. Good. And then just rotate. Good. Getting a little stretch there in the bicep. We'll take that into tricep stretch. Arm's gonna come up, bend behind it. Good, grab and pull. Good. And then one more time while we're here. Good. Let that right arm come up, get a side bend, take it towards the left, reaching, reaching, reaching. And then coming down. Good. The right or left arm is going to come across. Do the opposite of what you just did. Coming across. Good. That arm's going to come here. Again, find your angle where you need it. And when ready, good. Take that arm out to the side. Good. We're going to rotate. Bringing that up. Good. Getting that tricep stretch. Oh, that feels so good. This is my tighter side today, so this feels especially nice. And then once you're ready, we'll take that arm up. Good. Get that side bend here. Reaching, reaching, reaching. And coming back up. Feet a little bit closer together. Big inhale and reach. Exhale, bend the knees. From here, put the footwork to work. Press through the feet and the legs as you come up. Reach, reach, reach. And you, my friend, are all done. Thank you so much for participating and practicing with me. And I will see you again really soon. Bye-bye.